Hi there and welcome to Formula One 23. We are playing a multiplayer race, a 5 lapper multiplayer race at Abu Dhabi. Our revs are very low, 8000 RPMs, and as a result, our car bogged down. Other people are going around and we hit this Mercedes, then we hit the Alpine, and someone from behind hit us, and now we are spun. It seems like a custom for at least me to get thrown around in the first lap. So on to the reset. So once we get going, we could see 12 seconds behind the last car that is running out there, and as we can see two cars we can see that has drive-through penalties. So still there's something to recover from this race, and we have to be hopeful and we have to drive like crazy to get at least some points. Never say never. Okay, so skipping to end of the lap 1, and first car comes into the pit to serve its penalty. It's a Ferrari one, and Mercedes ahead is still out there, and he may be strategically thinking about pitting into the next lap. I mean, not pitting, serving his penalty. So we are still 4.7 seconds behind the last net running car that is in the last position, and we have lot to catch up. So we are pushing like hell here. I want to talk about the setup that we are using. Well, we have the default setup that we are running right now. We haven't developed our custom setup for this game, especially for the Abu Dhabi track. So only thing that I have changed is differential and front brake twice. Other than that, I have not touched it. And this setup is a rocketship in the straight line speed. But this car becomes so understeery in this long round corners, especially the sector 3 where this track has continuous corners after corners. This car will become like a big bus. So as we get to the end of lap 2, and Aston Martin dives into the pit to serve its penalty. So I think we got 3 cars that has drive-through penalty. So the Mercedes guy is still going out there, but we are closing into him, and we have shed I think 7 tenths to him. We have lots of ERS available to us that we are going to use right now in order to gain our time back. Half the race distance we have already covered, and look at the exit that we got. We are shedding so much time to the car ahead using our ERS power, and we have shed a whole second after just one good exit. This is the power of this setup, the straight line speed one. We have a dominating straight speed, but we lack. There's so much turning understeer right here in the sector 3. It's like driving a bus around here, and as I'm struggling to keep it on the track, I almost drove into him. We've overtaken a Haas. The Mercedes are finally into the pit to serve his penalty, and car ahead has been disconnected. So see here very carefully. There's a yellow flag and lots of cars are disconnected. So I was overtaking, and suddenly this Alfa Romeo is connected again. So accidentally we have overtook a car in yellow flag conditions. So we have to give it back, and we forgot to put our DRS on. As a result, this AlphaTauri guy, the Amig, got us, and it's completely our mistake. But he got 2 seconds penalty. So we have to keep it under it so that we could leverage after his penalty. this car is really hard to turn, especially there is no front end grip. The front is just missing. It went on holiday. But this guy ahead on Alfa Romeo, he braked very deep but came across immediately onto the racing line, and we have to back off in order to save my car. Otherwise I would have driven into him. Final lap is starting and we have overtakes to make. So this AlphaTauri guy, we are keeping with him right behind his gearbox. We are going to dive from outside, from inside. This guy, we are diving right inside. Very tight line, but as a result we got a poor exit, a compromised one, and this guy switched back on us. But no worries, we have plenty of ERS and plenty of straight line speed, and this guy is flashing lights right now, and it's an easy overtake. Our next target is this AlphaTauri that got past us by our mistake. We have to keep it under his 2 seconds. That seems like an impossible task because this is the last lap. Even we are entering the last sector, the final sector, where this car has no front end. It is very hard to turn, so very slowly we're turning. So this is the side effect of not using a proper custom setup that suits your driving style. I think he's safely above 2 seconds, but as we are going to cross the finish line, a Red Bull ahead has 12 seconds of penalty, so we somehow finished P7. After that horrible start, we were P14, we came back to P7, did some okayish overtakes, and this race is an example to say never lose hope, never say never, always keep pushing. Lots of content will be coming out there, so just keep connected, stay tuned and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you in the next one.